Hey everyone, welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome to our Glowtips channel. In today's video, we're going to be applying poly nail gel to our toenails, and there's no better time to do this as spring is just around the corner here in the UK. This video will be a step-by-step guide through the entire process, from nail prep to the perfect finished nails. Whether you're totally new to poly nail gel or you're already a pro, this is definitely the right place for you. We have made a super helpful video called 10 things you need to know before starting your poly nail gel journey. This video has been linked in the top right hand corner of your screen for extra guidance. Before starting today's video, let's go through some of the things that you will need. You'll want some dual forms. These are molds that help you achieve the perfect shape when applying poly nail gel. Our sturdy nail file will help you shape and refine your nails after curing to achieve the exact look and shape you're aiming for. Our dual-ended poly nail gel brush to help sculpt and mold your gel. Of course, you'll need our Glowtips gel. Today I'll be using Nude Peach, but feel free to use whichever one you love or have available. Don't forget our slip solution, which is key to preventing the gel from sticking to your brush and creating a smoother application. You'll also need our no wipe top coat and our base coat to give you that glossy, long-lasting finish. Lint-free wipes are great for keeping things tidy and to avoid those annoying fibers that stick to everything. A dual-ended spatula to push back and clean the cuticles, and last but not least, a nail buffer, as well as a good nourishing cuticle oil. Before we move on to the video, know that all these products are linked in the description box below. Now let's move on to nail prep. This is a really important step and you do not want to rush this, as it makes a huge difference, especially if you want your pedicure to look flawless and last for weeks. Let's take a moment to check our toenail length. If they're a bit longer and you'd prefer them to be shorter, carefully trim them. After you've trimmed your nails, it's good to clean each nail using 70% isopropyl alcohol and a lint-free wipe. This is important to remove oil, moisture and lingering residue which interferes with how well the gel will stick later. Next, use a cuticle pusher at a flat angle and push back the cuticles as far as you can. Be gentle with this, as the toenail can be a little bit more sensitive than the fingernail. Here I'm using my other hand to help lift each toe, as sometimes it's hard to get around all areas of the cuticle. Next, I'm using the other end of the cuticle pusher and scraping away any of the dead skin. This will come up as white keratin, and you can just dust this away after you finish scraping your cuticles. If you are uncomfortable cutting your cuticles, this is the best method to use. Alternatively, you can use a buffer to buff away as much of the dead skin as you can. Here I'm also showing you an example using cuticle cutters, however be careful if you are not used to using this tool. The key is to make sure that there is no skin covering the nail plate, as this can cause lifting. After taking care of your cuticles, grab our 180 grit nail buffer and lightly buff the surface of each toenail. We're not trying to thin out the nails, we're just removing the shiny top layer to create a rough surface for our gel to adhere. This will help the base coat and poly nail gel adhere strongly, keeping your nails looking fresh and chip free. When you're done buffing, take a soft brush and dust off any debris or nail dust from each toe. Finish by wiping each nail once more with a clean alcohol wipe or lint-free wipe and isopropyl alcohol. Your nails should now look perfectly matte, clean and nicely prepped, ready for the next step. Now you want to apply a thin, even layer of base coat to each toenail, making sure you use smooth strokes to cover the nail evenly from cuticle down to the tip. Remember to cover the edges, as this helps to ensure a long-lasting adhesion and prevent lifting. Once you've applied your base coat neatly across all nails, place them under the LED lamp and cure for 60 seconds. The base coat acts as a bonding layer and is basically your foundation that helps the poly nail gel hold securely onto the nail. Taking the time to do this step ensures that your nails look professional and stay beautiful for longer. Our flat dual forms consist of 10 different sizes, and today we're going to be finding the size that fits our toenails best. Dual forms in this tutorial will be optional and will actually show you how to apply a poly nail gel overlay and how to use our gel with dual forms. This way you'll have the confidence to choose which method works best for your nail shape. Gently place each form on your toenail. Ideally you want it to fit comfortably from sidewall to sidewall without extending past your skin. However, if you notice the form does not quite reach, like this one here, then it means the form is too small and it won't give you complete coverage. However, if you notice that the form does extend past the toenail and overlaps onto the skin, it's too large and can cause the gel to overflow onto the skin, creating extra work for cleaning up. When the form fits just right, you'll see it sit flush against the sidewall, perfectly matching your natural nail shape. Also remember, if the dual forms do not fit your nails comfortably, you can absolutely apply our poly nail gel freehand with our brush. This method gives you full control, especially helpful for larger nails like your big toe. Once you've chosen the perfect dual form sizes for each nail, or have decided to go with the freehand method, you're officially ready to dive into the fun part, the gel application. I'm pouring a small amount of slip solution into this little glass dish, and this is going to be key for smoothing and shaping our gel. I'm gently dipping my brush into the slip solution to prepare it. This will allow the brush to slide effortlessly over the gel, making the application process smooth and frustration free. The gel can become very sticky and hard to manage. If you don't have slip solution, you can also use 70% isopropyl alcohol. Here we are using a small bead of the nude peach shade, as this shade complements any skin tone and goes well with any occasion. Taking our lightly dampened brush, gently start patting the gel into place. I recommend starting closer to the cuticle and working your way down in a gentle tapping motion. This will help distribute the gel evenly without pressing too hard. Be sure to pat the gel from side to side, carefully guiding the gel to create a smooth and uniform layer. As you do this, keep an eye on how your brush is feeling. If it feels sticky at any point, just dip in your slip solution and give it a good clean. Don't forget to remove any excess liquid by gently tapping the brush on the edge of your dish. This will help give you a smooth and flawless application. It is really important to keep the gel from touching your skin, especially around the sidewalls and cuticle area. First of all, our gel is a chemical product, and uncured gel should never stay in contact with your skin. If it does touch your skin, gently wipe it away with your brush, as I am doing so here. And that's our gel overlay complete. As you can see how clean and natural this nail looks, adding strength and protection without looking bulky. And let's go ahead and cure this gel. Place your toenail under the LED lamp for a full 60 seconds. Now let's move on to the remaining 4 toenails. Here we'll be using the other dual forms that we carefully matched earlier. This is ideal for smaller nails, and it makes application much easier and quicker. You want to start by squeezing a small bead of poly nail gel directly into the dual form. Notice how this is significantly less gel than the previous big toe. Take your brush, lightly dampened with slip solution, and gently begin patting the gel out. Start from the center and slowly start patting the gel outwards towards the sidewalls. Guide the gel upwards to create a natural curve of your toenail. Make sure to take your time, and if your brush is sticky, don't forget to dip it in slip solution to give it a good clean. Once you're satisfied with your gel, it's time to gently place it onto your toenail. As you place the form, only use gentle pressure. You do not need to press down hard, just enough for it to make contact. Pressing too firmly can cause excess gel to overflow and spill out on the side, making it messy to clean up later. Carefully bring your LED nail lamp close and cure the nail for 60 seconds. Now gently remove the dual form by carefully squeezing the sides and lifting upwards. The nail beneath should look smooth, even and nicely set. But remember, we're not finished yet. For now, I'll finish applying the gel to the remaining toenails, then we'll come back afterwards and shape and refine them. If you find that one nail ends up slightly longer or uneven compared to the others, that's perfectly normal, and we can fix this later. Now that all 5 toenails are fully cured, it's time to shape and refine them. Begin by wiping away the sticky top layer using a lint-free wipe soaked in alcohol. This removes the residue and prepares the nails for filing. Now let's grab our 180 grit nail file and begin shaping. I recommend starting with the sidewall, file straight to define the shape clearly, and then move on to the other side. Once both sidewalls are nicely shaped, carefully file straight across the free edge to clean up the length. File the free edge according to the shape that you want. Here we're going for a more softer, rounded look, so gently angle your file like this as you shape. Next, gently file across the surface of the nail. Pay special attention around the cuticle area. Be gentle here, as applying too much pressure could irritate your skin or remove too much product. After filing the top, quickly refine the free edge one last time, ensuring everything looks even, neat and beautifully shaped. Now switch to a nail buffer. I'm using a 120 grit buffer to smooth out any remaining bumps or unevenness. Buff lightly across the nail and then the sidewalls. Gently finish filing across the free edge as well, as this step helps to smooth, create an even finish that is ready for polish. Remember, we are not trying to remove product here, just smoothing everything out. A clean, even surface makes your gel polish or top coat application look absolutely flawless. Now remove the remaining dust and debris using a lint-free wipe and alcohol. This removes any of the leftover residue, but also disinfects and further dehydrates the nail surface. If you're already loving the color of your poly nail gel, then you can leave it as it is. Personally, I'm really happy with how natural this nude peach shade turned out, so I'll be using this as my base color instead. But now we can jump into some fun pastel French tips and floral designs. We're going to be using the shade Solid White for our petals, Next, we're using the shade Dream Big, which is a lavender color, soft, calming, and perfect for the big toe. Then we have Forever Free, which is a perfect mint green shade, ideal for my index. Next, we have Scorpio, which is a beautiful, fresh, and breezy blue. Then we have Laguna, which is a nice pastel yellow, perfect for the pinky toe. And lastly, we have this pastel pink called 90s, which brings a nice feminine sweet touch. Start by evenly coating your striping brush with your first color of choice. Here we're using that beautiful lavender shade. Make sure the brush is coated evenly and start drawing your French tip. Here we're going to go with a very beginner-friendly style French tip, where we're going to be creating a very flat and even line across the nail. Don't worry about getting this French tip too high up, as we're not going for a very deep French. Since the toenails are smaller and a bit harder to do nail art on, we're going to keep it as simple and basic as we can. Keep the gel on your brush to a very small amount. This will allow you to create a nice, smooth and thin line without having a bulky nail art. For each toenail, I'll be using one of our chosen pastel colors to create a fun and vibrant French tip. Once you finish painting each nail, cue under the light for 30 seconds. Now taking the same brush, dip into some white gel polish. Use the tip of your brush and a good angle to create 5 petals. Try to get these petals as even as possible and use a steady hand when doing so. If you don't have enough space on the smaller toenails, you can leave them out. Next, we're going to go in with our no wipe top coat and do a nice generous layer of these on all 5 toenails. Make sure to cure this in the LED light for 60 seconds. This is going to seal our design and create a beautiful high gloss shine finish all over. After the top coat has set, tap each nail to confirm that there is no sticky feeling. This means that they are fully cured and ready. Now, as a final touch, don't forget to nourish your cuticles with some nice cuticle oil. Apply this around each toenail and gently massage it in. This will keep your skin hydrated and healthy, especially after a detailed nail session like this. To fully pamper yourself, follow up with a hydrating foot lotion, especially in warmer seasons when you're frequently wearing open toe shoes. Keep your feet moisturized to prevent dryness and help maintain soft, healthy skin. With proper care, this beautiful pedicure should easily last 2 to 3 weeks, and after that, you can easily do a fill. And there you have it, a gorgeous pastel-themed French pedicure with delicate daisy details. This look is playful, chic, adding some extra fun to your style. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial today and found it helpful. If you have any questions or you'd like to suggest ideas for our next video, please leave a comment down below and our team will happily be able to reply. If you haven't checked out our other poly nail gel tutorials, feel free to click the videos linked on the screen after this one finishes. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you in the next Glowtips video.